No.
Good evening, YouTube. Finally, we've managed to get it live. We were all sitting there in the green room thinking, Jesus Christ, there's no one commenting on this at all. And then when I said, well, we're going to have to go live anyway. So I hit live and it wouldn't join. So yeah, it had broken. And I'm blaming StreamYard because it's normally StreamYard that's going wrong.
Something went right.
Never
mind. We're here.
Yes. Thank you very much for sticking with us and joining everyone, and for the panel for putting up with me fucking around with everything. So thank you. And a Thursday instead of a Wednesday. It's not a good start, is it? It's a bit of a curse. I'm not sure. Not sure on the Thursday slot at the moment.
Oh dear.
You did it so you had more time to prepare, Steve, and now you got less.
Yeah. Well, at first I thought it was just me being out of practice a bit, because obviously I've been on holiday and that was a Wednesday to Wednesday, so I missed 2 live streams, and then obviously Wednesday's just gone, so that's now 3 weeks, and it's 3 weeks in a day. So I thought, oh, am I just rusty? Have I cocked something up here? But no. Yeah, I don't know.
Still on Greek time, that's what it is.
That'd be nice. Actually, talking about that, I was sitting here the other night and I thought, oh, fancy some sweets. So I went to the shop to get some sweets, and they had this big display stand in the shop saying, bringing Greece home. And it's got cans of Mythos. I was like, right, I need to get some of them.
Yeah, you didn't bring the weather back though, did you?
No, I didn't. It was so weird, wasn't it? It was lovely here, and it was great because it kind of got me used to the hot weather. And I flew out to Greece, and it was about the same temperature as we'd been having at home. It was a little bit warmer, but a lot more relaxing, and the food was amazing. And then when we came home, they put the aircon up really high in the plane to make it cold. And I guess they were just trying to acclimate us to what we were going to land to. Because we landed and there was like standing water all over the runway. And luckily we had an air bridge and we didn't fly Ryanair, where they make you walk out in the rain anyway. But when we got out to get the coach to take us to the car park, we were like, Jesus Christ, it's bloody freezing. And it's done nothing but rain since I've come back.
Yeah, it's rained a whole week. Flooded in places here.
Yeah, it's been horrible.
Yeah. Right, let's see who we've got with us tonight. Scott is with us. Good evening, Scott. We have Reefing Mad with us as well. Is Chris, if I remember correctly?
Good evening.
Good evening, Tony. Good evening, Julie and Paul.
Good evening.
Good afternoon, Elisa.
Good evening.
Fresh back from not
New York.
Reefapalooza.
New York. It is Reefapalooza.
It was Reefapalooza, was it? Okay. Yeah.
Reefapalooza, New York.
Yeah, okay. Who else do we have? Matt's here. Good evening, Matt.
Good evening.
Lee is with us as well. Good evening, Lee.
Lee.
Dan, UK's tallest reefer. How you doing?
Daniel.
Evening.
So we also have Anthony with us as well. Good evening, Anthony.
Good evening.
Reef Keeper Wales, I think Jason, if I remember correctly.
Good evening.
Then we've got one of your fan club here, I think. Catherine.
Sister-in-law.
Austin. Okay. That's going to cost you then.
Yep. 20 quid.
Woody's with us as well. Good
Woody.
evening, Woody.
Mm.
Terry Teckers is with us.
Good evening.
Cheeky little sausage. He liked the other link better. But you can go back to that one if you want.
Harry, you weren't in that link, so clearly you didn't like it that much.
Good morning, Melinda, all the way from Australia. Who else do we have? Oh, look, he's off to Greece in 3 weeks. Yeah, I wish I was back there, if I'm honest. Powder Blue Mank, good evening.
Good evening.
Dave is with us. Yeah, I don't know what happened, Dave. I went to click live and it just said this stream isn't connected to YouTube anymore.
Turned
So I
up
had
on
to create a
time,
new
Dave. If you turned up on time, you would have had the explanation, mate.
Who else have we got? We've got Chris. Good afternoon, Chris from California, if I remember correctly.
Good afternoon.
Oh no, he was originally from California. He doesn't live in California, does he?
Oh, God. Where are you going to butcher it? Where are you going to tell him he lives?
Shall we make up? Let's make one up. He lives in Newfoundland. There you
I'm
go.
going for Baltimore.
Baltimore. Okay.
I thought Rochdale.
Tennessee.
Rochdale. Okay.
Massachusetts.
Arizona. Massive 2 shits, did you say?
Yeah. Oh, dear. We're close.
Yeah. I mean, it was America.
Yeah, exactly. What more can you ask?
There's a few states to pick from.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So before we go into anything else, and I'm gonna be a pain, and I'm probably gonna do this a few times tonight because why not? Let me share my screen
Where's this going?
here. That one and stage. If you haven't already,
Good
buy
lad.
your bloody tickets to Love to Reef. I can't believe they've got tickets left. Especially
Yeah,
after I
week
said
before.
they'd sold out, because I thought they had sold out.
Not many
But
left.
yeah, there's still tickets left. Get your ass online and buy a ticket.
Not many left.
That's a
Come on,
sore
man.
subject for me because I can't make it.
Oh.
I know. One of my friends selfishly 2 years ago booked his wedding day for that day.
Oh.
I did
I
ask
think
him if he'd
Elisa
move
should
it,
come
but
over.
What sort of friend is he?
close enough that I probably shouldn't ditch him for some fish and corals.
I think there's enough tickets left that Elisa and Chris could get one each and come over.
Agreed, yeah. Melinda could fly from Australia, and
Yeah.
anyone else that's from abroad, fly in, mate. Ron, if you're there somewhere looking in the background, book your fucking ticket.
Yes. Right. Anyway, back to normality a little bit. We'll do what we always do, go through everyone and kind of talk about what we've been up to recently. And we'll start with Steve. What have you been up to recently, Steve?
God, just same crap, different week, I suppose. I've been this week calibrating the KH manager, mixing up a few trace elements after my ICP, and started scaping my new scape for the new tank, which has been
New
fun.
tank.
September, October time, but I want to get the rock cycle
Exciting.
beforehand.
So then we've got a bit of an awkward question. You're running out of time to do a tank tour
I know, yeah.
before you go to a new tank.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm probably going to do it before I go on holiday. A couple of weeks after Love to Reef, maybe. I've been thinking,
Okay.
get it done before I destroy this tank.
So is the idea go to Love to Reef, stock up because your
Yeah,
tank's
that's
a bit
it.
sparsely populated?
Buy corals
And,
that look healthy. Pop them in, quick tank tour, job done.
Like it.
Back to brownness and death afterwards.
Excellent.
But yeah, so started the NSA scape using super glue and managed to cover myself, most of the table outside, and the floor in super glue.
Did you stick your sock to the floor?
Oh, do you know, I've stuck everything to the floor. I think you seen those red gloves you buy that were like latex covered gloves?
Yeah.
that's what my hand looked like, but just covered in dust and granite and rock. And yeah, I'm still picking. 2 days later, I'm still picking glue off my hands. And anybody that does it, don't use latex gloves either, because that melts to your hands too.
Oh,
I'll tell you something though. Steve was showing me the pictures. I've never seen what he uses, but fair play. Like, it looks really good stuff.
what is
Yeah,
it?
it's crazy. So I've just used basically Arca rock, ground up the rock into powder for making the mortar, and you offer the pieces of rock up, put the powder in, and then squirt it. It's like really watery super glue. You get a chemical reaction. It smokes. It gets hot, but it sets literally like concrete.
Wow.
Never heard of it. Never seen it. And then when he showed me, I was like, "Oh, interesting." It's cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's been a learning curve anyway.
Yeah. I had that big pile of rock that I bought to scape my tank before I got the real reef rock, and that's just been sat there doing nothing. I put it on band, and someone finally decided to come pick it up. And that luckily they mentioned to me, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to scape it this afternoon." I'm like, "Oh, what are you using to stick it all together?" So I've got D&D putty. I wouldn't want to pick up that rock structure afterwards, because I think
Not straight away.
as good as that putty is, yeah, I don't think that's going to hold your rock firm.
And I think it deteriorates over time as well, and it loses its bonding in the tank after a year or two.
Yeah.
But this stuff, literally the thinnest branches that I've glued, I can pick 10 kilos of rock up with it. It's so strong.
Yeah.
But I can see why you've got to pay a lot of money for other people to make them, though.
Yes. You been up to anything else?
A bit of fragging, bit of the usual stuff, really. Manage the water change.
Nice.
Is the fragging for a certain show?
Yeah, there's a few bits for Love to Reef, and just a few bits that people have asked me for, and just tidying up, really.
So you got away with a big box of coral to Love to Reef?
Yeah, I did the same last year, though. I think I must have took about 30 pieces down last year. I think I'm probably taking about 15, 20 this year.
Happy days. And then how many are you coming back with?
Probably about 5 or 6, but some I'm taking for other people as well. So friends setting up tanks or after specific softies, what I don't have, I can trade and pass them on to them as well.
Generous lad, you, Steve. You are.
That's what it's all about, sharing it round.
Yeah, definitely.
Expensive hobby.
It is that, yes.
How is your Morowaki probe? Is it doing well?
Yeah, that's doing all right. That seems to be holding its
pH.
Holding its calibration a lot better than the old one.
Okay.
It's not that far out on the ICP either, to be fair.
You've always used the original one, haven't you?
Yeah, I used the original one, and then I bought the long life one before I had before it broke down, and it was dry for too long to go again. Although Rob did say you can regenerate them, but it means soaking the probes in the reagent.
Okay, that's interesting.
Soaking them in them for so long, rinsing them off, and trying to bring them back to life.
Don't know if I trust that.
You get used to that integral part of the machine, don't you? And you don't want it to give false readings and end up pumping loads of stuff in there to change stuff that doesn't need changing.
Dave saying, did you try spitting on it?
Have you smelt my breath?
And have you noticed?
From you?
I've got a question. Have you noticed any more with your fifth light, Steve? Because you recently added another light. Have you noticed?
So yeah, I've noticed a couple of corals bleached a little bit, even though there wasn't any more par on the light. But the par stopped the same, but obviously there was a bit more intensity, a bit less spread.
Okay.
But I can probably drop that in with low nitrates and low phosphates as well.
Right.
Yeah. So
okay.
yeah, it seems to be doing okay. But we'll see when we move on to the new tank with a new depth. Because I'm not planning on moving the rack. I'm planning on keeping the lights at the same height.
Okay. So the gap's going to be smaller.
Is the cabinet the same height?
I think it's the same height. The cabinet's smaller on the new one, though.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's otherwise your lights might be wet.
But I run mine about 19 inches above the water.
Oh, do you? I
So
thought it was
quite
less than
high.
that. Yeah.
But I'm still getting a par down at the bottom, around about 120, 140, around about 500 at the surface. Not bad for 10-year-old lights.
That's not bad at all, mate. It's not bad at all.
No. You just see them in the background.
Yeah.
And
they're Hydra 64s?
Yeah, no, 26 HDs.
26? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they are old lights, aren't they?
Yeah. But I've maintained them, cleaned them, changed the lenses, and kept them going. I've got a couple of donor lights in the cupboard that I can rip parts out of and change over. So I'm determined to keep them going for as long as I can, because it's such a big investment, new lights.
Yeah, it is. A lot of dough.
Good evening, Nad's Glass.
That bee's back again. Oh, that bee
Is
stopped.
it my microphone? Oh,
I
I don't know what that is.
I think you squashed the bee because the bee stopped. Oh, nice back. Nice back. The bee stopped. Right.
Yeah, Dave's saying, who's got a Nokia 3310?
Yeah.
Anything else, Steve?
Not that I can think of. You could probably remind me. My memory's terrible.
ICP.
Yeah, pretty good again. So, mixing my own tracers up. I'm now into the 4th month where I'm not having to change the tracers. So my original mix from 4 months ago is pretty much the same. The only thing I've had to ease off on is sulfur. But everything else seems more or less spot on, you know, the usual chromiums and things like that low, but you don't want them any high anyway. You just want it to offer in the water.
So, do you think the tank settled? Or do you think the growth?
I know where you're getting at. The orthophosphate was low.
Yes. Well, that was one of my questions of orthophosphate.
Yeah. So that was my only worry on this ICP, was my phosphate was 0.08, which was a little bit higher than what I normally run at. I tend to aim for 0.05, but my orthophosphate was down in the red, critically low. And according to Zelements, you're risking starvation on your corals. So I had to try and figure out who, what, where, why, and what it actually does. But I think in fresh water, basically the orthophosphate comes from raw sewage that's not treated in the water. So I'm presuming the orthophosphate comes from fish waste. And where I'm over filtering and cleaning the tank quite a bit, there's not the dissolved orthophosphate in the water to feed the corals. So I'm trying to up my feeding and not filter out as much crap as what I normally do. We'll see. I've had to dose phosphate for the first time in my life, which is a bit worrying.
Painful.
What about tin?
Tin crept up that 0.0 whatever it was again. After months of it coming down, it's still in the green. It's still not. It's not critical. It's not dangerous, but bit worrying that it crept up again. So I'm thinking possibly a cheap Chinese wave maker that I'd put in the sump just to keep stuff blowing through. So I've removed that, done the 100-litre water change, and I'll send an ICP off early next week, and we'll see where the tin's at again.
Dave saying reefroids are your friend. Cheap way of dosing phosphate.
Gone really quiet. Can't hear now.
Have I gone quiet?
Yeah.
I think you have, Steve. Yeah.
Has the buzzing stopped?
It has.
You just sound like you're talking far away.
This is like a little gain thing, but I did wonder whether it might be bringing in some noise. So let me turn my gain up in StreamYard, and that'll probably fix it. Do I sound any better now?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay.
I'm still struggling to hear you, Steve.
Have you? Are you just switch those hearing aids on?
Try again, Steve. Can Steve hear Steve?
Can you hear me now, Steve?
Yeah, just about. Still quiet.
Now. Okay, let me see if I can turn myself up a little bit more without deafening everyone else. Is that okay?
It's better.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, Dave says Reefroid's cheap way of dosing phosphate.
Yeah, scary stuff though, isn't it? Reefroids. It's like using the pellets.
Heavy.
And Harry said, "Does the bee sound come back every time you get rid of it?" And then he said, "Frisbee," but I think he meant boomerang.
Shit joke. Come on. You're not a dad yet. You don't need to be busting dad jokes out. Come on. Anything else, Steve?
I don't think so. That's pretty much it, isn't it, Matt? I'm so forgetful. Basically, my phosphates, ICP, mixing up the tracers, Rockscape.
You haven't bought any coral?
I don't think I have for a little while now.
Wow.
I know, yeah.
You are a
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to sort of tread water until I change the tank.
Save the money.
There was a question in the chat earlier on. I'll see if I can scroll up and find it. And it said, "Who's the biggest coral addict, Jamie or Steve?" And I thought, well, first you probably need to work out which Steve is the biggest coral addict.
You're really loud now.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, I can hear you. Woohoo!
What about now? Is that a little bit better?
Too
It's
quiet.
gone quieter.
Oh,
In between the two, Steve.
okay. I will carry on trying to make that work. I'll have to adjust a few other things.
Nads has got a question. And yes, sorry, Harry is a dad, but he's a furry dad.
Which ICP do you all run? So let's go round the clock face then, starting with Steve.
So I dose elements, so I use Reef's elements.
Matt?
Elements.
Jamie?
Elements, yeah.
And elements for me. Clean sweep.
I think the reason why we probably all do it is because of how quickly you get a response.
Yeah.
I've used others and it does my brain in. If I send one on a Monday, I want it back by the latest the weekend. If it's not back by the weekend, it's pointless to me.
That's the thing, isn't it? British company, fast turnaround. 24 hours for a basic ICP, 48 for advanced.
Yeah.
You can't grumble.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Right. I've adjusted my microphone. My little dial here does 1% increments now, so
that's good.
Rather than 3. So let me know. I can still go up one more.
It's pretty good for me.
That's good.
Excellent. Good. Matt.
Oh, my turn.
What have you been up to?
Not a huge amount. So over the weekend, I seem to be like the dog trust of corals. If they need a home, I sort of seem to take them. So I went to see Chris. Oh, I went to pick the Parwise up, and I walk out with a Pikachu coral, and I'm like, oh, lovely.
Nice.
Beautiful coral. I then sit back down, go to bed, wake up the next day, and he goes, "Can you come around again? I've got some hammers for you." I'm like, okay, how many? What's happened? He's got 20 heads of hammer that have fallen on his scolly. Burnt 3 marks on his scolly. Fortunately, it's not that bad. I thought it was really, really bad. But actually, it wasn't too bad when I got there. And I said, I'll have half. And I ended up walking out with loads of hammers. So if you're going to Love to Reef and you'd like a green hammer, a dark stem green tip hammer, there is some available. I'm keeping obviously a few, but there is three frags minus Steve's, so 2. So yes, if you want some, you're more than welcome to. So Steve Ipswich is getting a frag. So anyone else, more than welcome to have one. I tested. Bear in mind, I'm now doing fortnightly water changes because I am similar to other Ipswich, Steve. My theory on my tank is I'm too clean. I've got sulking gonnies, so I'm just trying something different. So since probably Easter, I've gone to fortnightly water changes because my tank is always quite clean anyway. So I just thought I'd ease off on the water changes. When I'm testing, and I tested on Monday, everything was bang on, except, which proves my theory slightly, is my phosphate was 0.03. So I dosed some Benipets, a little bit more food, to try and boost that back up. But I have some jobs for the weekend, which will be a water change. I've got to redo my traces. I have some cyano in one corner of the tank, and I've got some diatoms on the sand I need to sort out. I don't know where they've cut. Well, I don't know whether it's too much light. I don't know whether it's the nutrients. I don't really know. So I've got a little bit going on. Maybe I'll clean the wave makers and do some general maintenance. But otherwise, it's just cooking. It's just doing its own thing. That's it for me.
That's it. Well, okay. I'll go through what I've been up to, which isn't a huge amount, and then we'll dive into the main event. Oh yeah, we're in a different stream. I was about to say, I added those pictures. Let me add the pictures back in. Image.
So coming back from holiday, Steve, everything was all right?
Yeah, so I had one coral that had just completely died.
Which was that?
I don't know. I don't know what it was to start with. It was one that was a little bit on the fence. It wasn't very coloured. I didn't really know what it was, but I put it on and I thought I'll see what happens with it. I think it was one that I got from Aquatic Emporium a while back.
Okay.
And
SPS, LPS?
SPS, yeah. And it was just a skeleton when I came back from holiday. I didn't actually notice the day I got back because obviously the front was all covered in algae. But I did notice it the next day. And my yellow long-nosed butterfly had helped himself to 5 snails.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Interestingly, though, in the week since I've been back, he's only eaten 1. So,
what's its
Spiteful fish.
yeah.
What's its likelihood of staying, Steve? Are you going to just put up with its snail?
Let's see if it can stick to 1 snail a week. It might be able to stay.
So are you doing like a register on your snails? Like...
Yeah, well, just once a week I look in and see how many carcasses are on the bottom. I'm like,
That's a bit annoying.
Expensive.
A good snail population and let him help himself then.
Yeah.
It's a bit annoying.
Yeah, the thing is, he gets the trocus snails when they fall off the glass, and he'll eat them before they've managed to self-right. So
It's got good taste then.
yeah, expensive taste. What else? Oh yeah, I might have ordered some coral.
What a surprise.
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name's Steve, and I'm a coral addict.
The biggest coral whore. Doesn't know his corals, and he's been buying.
Yeah. And on this week's episode...
So this is one of them that I'm picking up tomorrow.
Very nice.
And this is the other one.
Very nice.
So
that could be something special. That could be quite special.
Yeah, I'm hoping they settle in and look very sexy. And then Harry said, question for the panel: has anyone manufactured any obnoxiously large or loud 3D printed musical instruments this week?
Not something I normally get up to, but
no. I know Jamie's got a 3D printer. I don't know.
I do, but I haven't printed any obnoxiously loud instruments this week.
Okay. So it's just me then.
Oh dear.
That is a foghorn, and it's insane. I'm not going to blow it. Don't worry. It is insanely loud. I just didn't believe, because it's like 100% 3D printed, and I thought there's no way that this works and sounds like a foghorn. but it does sound like a foghorn off of a really large boat.
I think you should blow it.
Yeah.
Maybe I will.
I
It
thought
takes
was
a
one of
little bit
those,
of
like-
warming up to.
I
For
thought it was one
training
of
the
those, like,
butterfly every time it
Fufuzela.
goes near a snail.
Mm.
Yeah.
It looks like one of those
Yeah.
Fufuzela things from the World Cup from like 4 years ago.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it sounds even more obnoxious than a vuvuzela. So
Are you bringing it to Love to Reef?
you know, I think I might get kicked out if I did.
Yeah. Attention.
Good afternoon, Jason.
How did
Yeah,
you print
so-
that? How did you print that? How did it come on? The...
It's in 3 pieces, so it like telescopes down. So that's one bit, and then there's another bit in the middle, and then there's this little vibraty valvey bit at the end. That,
You've been busy at work then, Steve.
yeah, well, I just hit print and come back to it a few hours later.
And Harry wants one. Is that what you're saying? Harry wants one.
Yeah, probably.
Love it. I do love it. Yes, Jason, you're correct. I like it. That is cool. I like it. Well done.
So we'll go to Jamie now, and we'll kind of say, what have you been up to in the last week, and then we'll do it a bit ask about face. We'll do like now, and then we'll go back to the beginning and come back through.
Sure. I mean, I did a water change yesterday, but I went to mix the water up at lunchtime and realised that I didn't have any RO water. So I had to do a quick emergency trip to the LFS to go and get some RO water, which they told me, I mean, it's a pretty fundamental part of a water changes. I knew that already, but yeah. So I did a water change yesterday. And yesterday morning, I was telling Steve in the green room that I woke up to about 10 emails from my Apex telling me that it disconnected. And I just didn't really think anything of it. I thought it was the Wi-Fi dropped out. But I then opened the cabinet doors and the lights didn't come on. So I checked the electrics and one of the power strips had turned off. So thankfully, it was a power strip that didn't really have anything majorly important. It had the Apex, it had my UV and the UV pump, and it had the cabinet lights. But it was attached to a smart plug, and the smart plug failed. So I took that off, threw it in the bin, which thankfully that resolved it. But one thing that really gripes me about the Apex, upon a long list that probably people have, is that whenever it turns off, if you power it back up, it doesn't pick up the Wi-Fi. Well, mine doesn't. And I have to power my Wi-Fi down and back on again. And then again, the Apex for it to pick it up. Maybe it's just mine, but it's a bit odd.
That's weird.
I don't know if I could cope with Apex. Everybody I speak to with Apex and Trident, they're forever resetting, recalibrating, chasing.
I don't think I'm going to get one.
I think I'm just too lazy.
You put me off.
It's just a gadget. That's my issue. I'd love gadgets. So as soon as someone said, "Oh, look, you can see your tank from the other side of the world," I was like, well, "I need that."
Oh, on paper, it's amazing, isn't it? It's a great bit kit.
Yeah, it is. But apart from that, sorry.
You're on mute, Steve.
Anyone tempted with reef control? Red Sea reef
Is that
control?
released over the next week? I see some prices now.
I think it was supposed to be released a long time ago, wasn't it?
But
I was hoping it might be at Love to Reef because I'm interested because of
they're taking pre-orders. I know that much.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
interested.
but again, I think when we went to Ben's Corals,
Yeah.
how long ago was that? Like 2
Well,
months ago?
Ben's released a statement this week with some pricings, and anybody wants to pre-order, get your orders in now.
Okay, I thought people had already pre-ordered.
I'm interested. I'm
Leave
interested.
you, Ron.
Ronald.
Hang on.
Steve said he'd do a tank tour just to dob him in.
Not me, Steve. That's Steve.
Two 2 weeks after Love to Reef, roughly, he said so. FYI. What the only thing that puts me off reefer control, but I still need to look about it, is what they are testing on and what, because I think I'm a bit cautious of if they release a tester, and I've got the same concern as you, Steve. Is it solely on this the Reef Red Sea stuff, or is it going to be universal? So you can have elements on it, you can have whatever you want on it, like NIOS, or is it going to be no? It's all around this Red Sea products, because then that would put me off, because I don't want to use that.
I think it'd be a bum move if they just locked it to Red Sea.
Me too. But I'm interested. I'm interested because it sounds good.
Yeah, yeah, I would like it. Yeah, I really think they're going to go down the only test calcium route. If I'm honest.
Hopefully not. But like you say, I would think they'd shoot themselves in the foot with sales. But there is a lot of Red Sea fanboys that would also love it. So
yeah, but if they open it to everybody, there's going to be a lot more fanboys, isn't there?
Of course, yeah. Penny, no. Melinda's already answered your question. It's not happening.
Yeah. I think that's on the list after the Maven. So.
Yeah, I just think with Apex, I mean, I've only been in the hobby like 18 months. I'll probably answer one of the questions you've got for me, Steve. But it's the innovation should be so much further forward than what it is, because it seems like the only limitation is software on the Apex. The hardware is there, right? So
yeah, I find it really frustrating that I don't think the software, the user interface doesn't seem to have changed in the last 15 years.
No.
And yeah, I think it could be so much better.
Cool. You're in the hobby for 18 months. You're balls deep. If you've got Apex and you've got gadgets already, you're balls deep. You ain't.
I had the Apex 3 months in. Like I said, I love a gadget. It doesn't do anything. It's probably test my pH. That's probably out. To be fair, I need to recalibrate it. But yeah, it was just a gadget.
I think 18 months in, I bought my first real reef light. I'd got rid of the eBay LED specials.
I've got a question about the lights, but I guess that's coming up, so I won't answer it yet. I want to know what the lights are, but I think I know what they are, but I won't ask it yet. We'll carry on.
Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, so water change, woke up to, thankfully, nothing too horrific yesterday morning. It could have been worse. I got a couple of acros. Was it last weekend? Don't know why I'm asking you guys, but I'm pretty sure it was last weekend. I got a Pikachu and a strawberry shortcake. A couple that I've been after for a while. Moss End, my LFN.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so pretty happy with them. And I've had a Pikachu before, but it was at a time when I probably didn't quite have the lights and the nutrients, and it just died within a couple of weeks. So I'm hoping that this one lasts a bit longer, because I've got a few other sticks and stuff that are doing really well.
Good.
Hey, John.
Hey, John.
Legend John.
But yeah,
now the stream can start.
Nice.
Nad's Glass says Aquarino in UK. I've never heard of them, so I'm guessing not.
Aquarino, that sounds like something. Should I Google it? Fuck it, let's Google it. I tell you that, Steve, you mentioned something, the Spanish one. Again, that's another one that we've never really seen, hasn't it?
Oh, what, the Zepter?
Yeah, that's another one. We've never seen it really, but
yeah, the guys I know that have used it have had good success with it.
Aquarino, fucking hell! Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm not sure about the price.
Have I got to Google this now?
It's very strange, Steve. That might be up your market. I'm not sure about the price though.
Aquarino. Let's where is it? Add stage. Here we go.
Bit strong on the old. That KH, Aquarino KH. See the price for this? Price on it.
Is that?
Is that dollars? That might be dollars. That might
No, it's not. So is that Brazil?
Oh, that might make me feel even better then. That is Brazil. Yeah, that's Brazil. The top of the page. That's it. Okay.
Let's see if we can put it into a. That's not looking good. I mean, I can click the drop down. It just Yeah.
I did the same.
So what was it? 5,900 Brazilian BRL US dollar.
Is that just for managing the KH then, or is it an all-round tester, reef management?
That looks like just the KH.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, just KH, and it's $1,153, or about 900 quid, I reckon, something like that.
I think Aquawiz is someone to be looking at.
Yeah, I like them. I just can't bring myself to spend 600 quid on a box that tests one thing.
Yeah, don't think that's the end of it though. I think there's something
No.
to keep your eyes out for, because I think they're going to grow. Aquawiz, I think they will grow with other products.
Yeah, and of course you've got
A lot of dough, but if I had a reef farm, like a coral farm, Mastertronic, something would be where I'd go.
what do they call the latest one? The Essentials. Mastertronic Essential. And that tests 7 elements, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. There's the Kamoa one as well, aren't they? But they're not releasing that here. That tests everything.
How much is that? That's 1,200 quid, but then you also need them.
The Apex and the
No, that
board.
one.
This is it.
You don't need anything else.
No.
Why is that? That seems cheap.
Yeah, it is. I think that's what they're aiming for, to get it to be a really cost effective.
What's the reagents like though? Expensive?
So with the reagent, let me go back, because we've properly gone off on a tangent here, haven't we? But that's always good. So phosphate, nitrate, calcium, magnesium. It tests
Jamie's
nitrate twice.
Jamie's just binned his Apex. He's going to get one of these.
KH and OLI is like ORP.
Right.
And does it say on here?
One.
So you can buy their reagents, or you can use other reagent. Here it is. So there's like they recommend you buy theirs, but you can use API for nitrate and calcium, Red Sea for phosphate
API?
and magnesium, and
API.
Yeah.
180 quid for some reagents.
And it says here tests per bottle at calcium 200 tests, magnesium 83, phosphate 600, nitrate 200, alkalinity 133.
Magnesium 83. Okay.
But in reality, how long and how much of this stuff do you actually test on a weekly basis?
Every week.
See, once a week. So I can do my magnesium and calcium on Saltwater. I rely on my manager for the KH and pH.
So my KH is 4 times a day, and my magnesium and calcium is twice a day.
So I'm every 4 hours on the KH, but then that's controlling the hybrids elements, swapping between the pH plus and the complete.
What about you, Jamie? Are you a regular tester or are you a no tester?
Once a week.
Good lad.
I test once a week.
You mean you like gadgets, but you don't have a trident?
Yeah, do you know what? Recently, listening to everyone sort of talk about Harry's reagents for marine hyphen spec, that's kind of made me want one a bit more, because I have heard things before with the tridents that the reliability and for the cost of just testing manually, and for the sake of 10 minutes, 15 minutes once a week. I mean, every now and then something happens and I might test phosphate and nitrate a little bit more often, but even it doesn't take long.
Where'd you get them reagents from?
It's going across the bottom of the screen right now.
Harry Boy.
Harry.
Interesting. Evening, Tom. We haven't missed you out. Evening, Tom. You're in there somewhere.
Yes.
Is, yeah.
Good evening, Tom.
Well, that Mastertronic, that Essentials, that looks quite good actually. I like that.
I see. Dave's going with your testing, rocks tests.
Yeah, exactly. I test every week.
Yeah.
I just don't do it. She does it. She's got. I always say I can't see blue. Men, we're shit. We're shit at testing.
It's absolutely scientifically proven that
Exactly.
men see like, I think it's like 2/3 of the colours that women see.
Well, there you go.
It might even be worse than that. It might only be half. Like they've proven that when the missus holds up 2 cans of blue paint, she's like, "Oh, which one do you prefer?" You're like, "They're both blue." It's because we can't see the difference. So yeah, definitely, I like that, but I don't think Vicky would test for me.
Yeah,
And all of my tests are either you've got a digital readout, or it's pink, and then one more drop, and it flips to blue.
Yeah.
And then you look at how much you've used.
They're the best.
Yeah, let's be honest. It takes 10 minutes to test. Doesn't take long, does it?
No, not at all.
No.
Every day, Dave. Every day.
Good
Anyway.
evening, Mark.
Evening, Mark.
And
Hey, Mark.
good evening, Gareth.
Come on, Jamie. Tell us how you got into this crazy hobby.
Well, once upon a time when I had more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good place to start.
Yeah. So I did very similar to what a lot of people have done. I started off in the unspoken freshwater side. Yeah, exactly that. So it was about, I don't know, about 2 years. I know. And I had about 5 tanks at one point. Yeah.
5? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Wow.
To be fair, quite a few of them were nano. I went through like all the shrimps. I won't bore everyone, but yeah, it's like shrimp and stuff like that. But I whittled down to 1 tank in the end, and then it got to a point I was just getting really bored. It sounds awful, but I was getting bored of it. And then obviously when you're bored of something, you don't give it the love and the attention it needs, and everything was all right. I didn't sort of kill any livestock while doing it, but I knew that something had to change. So I kind of thought I either need to get rid of it, or I need to completely do a re-rescape. And I was looking at Malawi cichlids, but a good friend of mine, he's got a reef tank, and he just turned around and said to me, he said, "Well, why don't you just turn it to a reef tank?" And this was a fluval freshwater tank. It was external fluval canister filter. It just wasn't. It didn't seem that it could be a marine tank with all the kit. I mean, I'd seen his sump, and quite honestly, it's just daunting when you've not seen a marine sump before. You've effectively got a toilet roll spinning around, collecting stuff. You've got this chamber that's foaming, picking up all the fish poo. He had a algae scrubber. It just was. I just didn't think I could do it. I got to be honest.
But for me, sorry,
no, go on.
when I first looked at a sumped tank, I was like, but if the pump stops, it's just going to flood water everywhere. I just couldn't get that out of my head.
Yeah, that's one thing. Honestly, that's one thing. When people talked about like your minimum, maximum levels and your sump and stuff, it just threw. I just couldn't get my head around it. I really couldn't. And it's one of those things that until you do it, I think you hear people that say, "I've done a year's worth of research. I've done 2 years worth of research," and actually that gained me nothing. And I should have just gone and done it. And I think that is very true. So I had that, and I just didn't think I'd be able to convert that tank. So I was a customer of Moss End with their freshwater side. So I went and spoke to Ed, and he kind of gave me a good amount of time and talked me through the possibility of changing it to a reef tank and the limitations. The limitations that I'd have with a canister filter over a sump, and I gave it a go. So I stripped it down, put some live rock in there, used some TMC. Is it the real reef rock or eco reef rock?
Eco reef.
It wasn't one of their.
Eco
it
reef,
wasn't one of their. That's it. It wasn't one of their centerpieces. I bought sort of 2 or 3 pieces and glued it all together, which I created so many sheer faces, which now I realise that sticking coral to it's just not feasible. But
How did you find the rock? How did you find the TMC rock?
I have to be honest. I think it was one of the biggest causes of hair algae.
Is it because it was always warm?
Well, I didn't run a heater in the tank. Yeah.
I think a lot of rock does give you green hair. I mean, I had the Carib Sea stuff, and I had exactly the same thing. I know, Matt, you had the same thing as well.
Yep.
I will say, though, all of that rock in my tank now is real reef rock, and this bit here has only been in like a month, and I've had no green hair algae, touch wood, from it at all.
Yeah, real reef.
I think they treat it and they soak it for like a huge amount of time, and I think it's made in California, and they make it there and then they soak it and before they ship it and sell it.
I think the problem with the TMC rock, when you break it open, it seems like a bone. There's different layers and different, it's like circles in between, soft in the middle, and I'm sure that it just harbours more phosphate than what it extracts.
Is it man-made, that eco reef?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I suffer with it everywhere. Honestly, cyano. I think the dimensions of the tank didn't give me any chance with cyano. I think even though I had 2 MP10s on what was just over 2 foot wide tank, but it was quite a tall tank for a reef tank. It was quite tall. It was only 16 inches deep, front to back, quite tall. It wasn't set up for a reef tank at all. But I just wanted to dip my toe in and not spend as much money on getting a full new setup just to see if it was something I wanted to do. And then so I set it up, let it mature. I did have a couple of seeded bits of rock and some seeded media. I chucked a load of media in my mate's sump just for a few weeks to get it seeded, that went in the filter. That ended up actually causing me a massive nitrate issue with the canister filter and the biomedia. So I ended up getting rid of that and just using the canister as mechanical filtration.
Interesting, because you could have gone, sod this hobby, I'm out, like go back to freshwater, because you had all these issues. And
that's not the worst issue I had either.
God.
So when it was all seeded, I went and got a couple of peculiar clownfish, as everyone does. The first fish, a pair of male and female peculiar clownfish. Lovely pair of fish, really lovely. Added them to the tank, absolutely fine. A couple of weeks later, I got the tank police going to come after me, but I got a tiny gold rush tank for the tank. Just thinking, bristle tooth tang might help out. And then within a week, the gold rush died, and the female clown died, and realised they were completely covered in brook. And the male, I managed to catch the male and take him back. I didn't get it from Moss End, but I took it back to where I got it from, and they did a formalin bath on the male, and they managed to rescue the male. And it's the male I've still got in my tank. So they paired it up with the female and left the tank fallow. So the tank was only running for 5-6 weeks, and I ended up having to have it fallow for 7-8 weeks.
I bet you were like, great hobby this is.
Yeah, I was so close to throwing in the towel. I was so close to throwing in the towel.
Yeah.
But yeah, so got myself through that. You do what you can in that period. You buy a few extra corals and just sort of try and make the best of a really bad situation. And then I got the clowns back, and so I ran that tank for about 8 months. And then just with the hair algae and the cyano, I couldn't. I was testing everything. I couldn't see something specific, and I was obviously speaking to the guys at Moss End and other reefers, and I couldn't see why I was getting all this hair algae and cyano. And I put it down to flow, which I put down to the shape and style of the tank. So I realised that I either need to come out of it because it's just not right for me, or I need to get a proper marine setup. So that's why I went with the DD1200.
Good tank.
Nice.
Here it is.
And that's it.
With a pair of Kessels over it.
Yeah, so I've got to be honest, I love the shimmer.
Cracking lines.
Yeah, so they were A360 WEs. I got them second. I got the tank second hand. It came with a couple of MP40s, and then I got the Kessels. Yeah, cracking lights. Unfortunately, you'll probably see that and realise that as you get to know me, I've got a little bit of OCD. And the two lights, with the age of them, I noticed on full blue that they were slightly different. So obviously some of the blue on one had faded compared to the other. So before the tank was even full, the lights annoyed me. But yeah, it looked amazing. You know, the goosenecks looked incredible. But yeah, and I had the Kessels on there for a few months before I changed to the AI 44 edges, Hydra edges.
And what do you think of them?
Yeah, I really like them. So on the to be fair, you'll laugh. The light I had over my old tank was probably cost more than the whole tank. So I had a Radion XR15 Gen 6 on that Fluval. So in the evenings, I got the real royal blue pop that fluoresced, and those Kessels just didn't give me that. So I think that's one of the biggest things I missed when I first set this tank up. And I just think that it's in my living room. You know, to me, it's got to look right, and lighting is so important. And I knew that I had to change them. So I went. Moss End have got, I think they got the 68 Hydra edges on one of their 5-foot displays. So they sort of showed me through it. I did a bit of research, but it still gives quite good shimmer. I have to be honest. Seeing the shimmer that they give, I mean, I've done a comparison on my Instagram, but they do really good shimmer, and then the blue pop in the evening is phenomenal.
Because they've got the panel, but then you've got one single.
They've got a puck, yeah.
So it's quite a strange setup. What sort of percentage are you running them at, and what sort of power you get?
So I run those the two Hydra edges. I run them at 80 in the peak.
Do you know par or?
Yeah, so it's not. I think I'm getting about 130, 140 on the sand.
That's fine. That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then I think right at the top of my scape, which is probably 75% up in the water column, I think I'm getting about 220 to 250 ish. And then right at the top of the water, it's probably like 350, 400. So I mean, at some point, I'm going to have to add more light especially if I'm getting more sticks. I'm either add supplementary light or more light with just to get a bit more coverage and a bit more oomph in the tank. But I can't.
How do you find the spread? How do you find the spread on them?
Really good. I've done I've done par readings throughout the tank, and I haven't seen really any drop, even in the corners. Obviously, you get a bit of drop off in the when you go tight to the corners, but still, the spread is really, really good and really even.
Nice.
Would you add more of those, or do you think you'll go with something different?
I think I'd be tempted to put a third one on. Yeah, I would. Because I was torn. Do I flank it with blades?
Do you have enough shimmer with those?
In my opinion,
you said you like the shimmer.
In my opinion, I do. It might not be. Okay. It might not be enough for some people, but I definitely think it gives me the shimmer and that look that I want during the day.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say, if it wasn't enough shimmer for you, you could change to the Red Sea lights, because I think they give quite a bit of shimmer.
The 90s, yeah.
Or the 170. It's the bigger one as well.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what are they like? Are they par punchers or not?
I think they're pretty handy, aren't they? Harry's got them on his. He's got 3. I want to say.
He's a Red Sea fanboy, isn't he?
He's got 3 or 4, and then blades.
Okay.
I mean, it's growing. They're growing. Even just 2 of them over a 4 foot. It's growing my SBS. So I can't see a negative to it. No. The only one thing if I had a critique on it, the only one thing I would critique is the fan noise. I think being in my living room when it's dead quiet, which I've got a 3.5-year-old daughter, so I can barely hear myself think half the time. So I don't hear him. But if it's dead quiet, and it's especially when we had the heat wave and stuff, and they need cooling, they can be a bit noisy. But no, when I say they're noisier than any other fan that's got a I don't really think they're much noisier than the Radions, but that's the only one thing I would say is that you get a bit of fan noise.
Yeah, and almost all lights have got fans, haven't they? So the only way
I'm
you
pretty
get
sure
rid of
I had
that
it
is
with
to
my
go fanless.
Yeah, I had it with my XR15, I'm sure, but just because I can't remember, but I definitely think it's probably no different.
My Red Sea were like it. They were quite
Yeah.
noisy.
How old was that tank when you bought it? Because it looks in really good condition, even like both sides of the doors.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Looks
2
good.
years. I'm sure it's 2 years at most.
Yeah.
So basically, I think someone had it up and running for about 18 months, 2 years. Someone bought it off them, and they were going to set it up and decided not to. So I went and nabbed it off them. And yeah, it's obviously I did a leak test on it and made sure that all the seals were working. But it is in good. It's got a few scratches on the glass. I'll be honest with you. I'll probably put one or two more on. So I know what I don't think I could have a new tank. I think I'd be so petrified scratching it.
They're solid tanks though. They're well made.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a carpenter, so the cabinet for me was it was part of the thing that I really like the cabinets. I like the chunky style of the cabinets. I like the fact they had a dry side. My mate that I was talking about earlier, he's got the DD Reef Pro 900, so obviously I had to get a bigger tank than he's got. So yeah, but no, I really like the dry side. But you'll probably see later on in the dry side, there's not much in there. But to the left of the tank, you can see I've drilled through that wall and under the stairs. So most of my electrics and stuff are all under the stairs. There you go. So all my Apex and my battery backup and bits are all under the stairs. And the golf clubs, they've probably got more dust on them than anything else.
Oh, I can tell you're a carpenter now because you made a nice little snazzy cabinet for it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like it. Nice. Where's the Trident going to go?
Yeah, well, yeah, that'll have to go in the dry side of the cabinet.
Well, it could sit on this little shelf here, couldn't it?
Yeah. It could do, yeah. It could. I mean, to be honest, there's lots of places it could go.
How about the MP? The MP's got to go somewhere, Steve.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they would look nice sat next to each other, right, on the same shelf.
Yes.
So wherever they go, they've got to sit next to each other.
Exactly. Yeah. Totally agree. Nice. Very nice. So how long have you had this tank?
So this tank's been up and running. It's been wet for about 7 months.
Okay.
Yeah, I think middle of last November.
Okay. And that rock is?
It's just dry reef rock, dry ocean reef rock.
Any problems with that?
Touch wood. I haven't seen anything. I haven't noticed. I mean, I'm getting a bit of cyano at the minute, but there isn't. With I'm adamant it's to do with pollen. But yeah, but again, I do weekly water changes of 50 litres every week. I'm pretty religious with it, so I just get in there with the wife's toothbrush and just manually clean that off.
I mean, that's quite a big water change for that volume of water.
Yes, I think there's 325 litres, I think. I try, whenever you set up a new tank, you always try and measure how much water goes in there after the rock and sand.
Yeah.
So I think there's about 320. So yeah, it's I don't know.
And will you? And I take it, when with growth, will you then add more rock should you need it?
I will. Yeah. So it's one of those things where aesthetically, I wanted to set up the two islands. I like the way that they looked. And then I wanted loads of swim throughs and swim room for fish. I basically just took that rock and I used about 5 or 6 pieces as the foundation bases, and then I just smashed the rest of it up with bolts and chisel and just glued it together to create all the arches and bits. Nice. Yeah, and that was me. Yeah, that's filling up with the RO. Yeah.
I think these pictures have gone a little bit out of sequence.
They probably have. Yeah, that's probably when I sent them to you, Steve. I think that was me leak testing the tank, that one.
And the UV, what UV are you running and how long are you running the UV for?
So it's a Deltec 20 watt.
Yep.
Nice.
I didn't run it long enough. I think I was having a conversation with Steve again. I got I must have transferred white spot from my old tank. And it's just one of those things. And I just forgot in the transfer of everything. I just forgot that white spot was in the old tank, and I put a copper band and a blonde naso in this tank. And within 3 days, I lost them both. They both got white spot, and I hadn't set up the UV, so it's my own fault. But so now it runs 24/7 the UV.
Same.
So it runs off a TMC 650 compact pump. So it runs off a separate pump. I don't have a manifold or anything, so it runs off that on pretty much the slowest setting, just for parasite control.
Yeah.
How long did the Kessels last?
That's a good question. I must 3-4 months, 3 months.
Not long then. The OCD.
No. No. As soon as I noticed that colour difference, I was like, I don't want them anymore. But I don't think anyone else would have noticed it. But like I said, the shimmer, they looked amazing, and aesthetically over the tank, they look lovely. But those goosenecks are a flipping pain in the arse to get straight. So again, that played my OCD as well.
I'm going to say with OCD as well, getting them perfectly level.
It was getting them level, getting them straight. I think they had a slight kink, but I just gave up in the end.
So I don't know much about them. Do the Kessels? Do they have an app? Do them ones have an app, or do you have to change them on the top?
So those ones were 2 dials on the top.
Twiddly dial.
Colour. Yeah, one colour and one intensity. But they did have a auxiliary run controller. So that you get a small controller. So it I had that as well. It's all right. It probably does make it better. You can set a schedule with that. So it was fine. I mean, the main issue I had, I think they'd lost their intensity. So that I just wasn't getting anywhere near. I was probably getting about 40 par on the sand.
Right.
So it just wasn't. It wasn't going to grow or sustain. You know, even LPS coral on the bottom, it just wasn't going to do it. So everything combined, I had to bite the bullet and get different lights.
Okay, and then flow is, like you say, 2 MP40s.
Yeah. So originally, to the right of the tank is my sofa, which I actually had to buy a new sofa to get this tank in.
That's commitment.
Is that how you sold it to the missus?
She wanted a new sofa anyway. So I was like, well, if we're getting a new sofa and I'll redecorate the room, then I can get my new tank, right? So I have to say I've got probably one of the most supportive wives out there. So I'm pretty lucky. She loves the hobby as well. So, but it's I can view the tank from that right side, so it almost gives me like a view all the way down the tank. So I didn't want an MP40 on that end. But I thought that so I got a dual outlet with random flow generator on the pump, and I thought if I had 2 MP40s on the other side, it'd be okay. It just wasn't. So I ended up having to put an MP40 on either side, which you just get used to. But yeah, it's but I only run them about 30-35%.
I've got a similar view for mine, and I ended up putting a Nero 3 on the back wall on the flat part, and then putting the magnet in the dry side. But it's not ideal because, like you say, that's the idea you want to look through. But that's what I don't like about peninsulas, because I'm always like, what happens if you can't get flow there? And
see, I've got to be honest. A peninsula was on my list. If I could have put the tank in a different place, I think seeing through 2 sides of glass and the clarity you get, obviously with the black background, you know, you do see more particulates in the water, but you know, it's just one of those things. I don't think, especially when you feed nori. I mean, I feed, you know, nori twice a day, and the tank's just flipping got every nori floating around all day long. So, but yeah, I mean, you know, in the right situation, I think I probably would get a peninsula. But I do agree completely that trying to hide stuff, it just becomes a little bit more awkward.
Yeah. I'm a dick in it.
Yeah, Nad's glass says the tight LED clusters puts him off of the Kessels. Wants spread. Yeah. I'm the same. I think they're really interesting supplemental lights. But for main lighting, I think it's a bit challenging.
They do grow corals, though.
Yeah.
People do get good success from them, don't they?
Those ones didn't.
I wonder if, like, say, you could have your lights and then run Kessels by side. If you really do want more shimmer, you could run a couple of Kessels. As
You probably could. Honestly, I don't think you need it. I really don't. I mean, I don't have. I haven't seen Steve's video, but on my Instagram, I have done like a side-by-side comparison of the Kessels and the Hydras, and I mean, unless you're a real Kessel fan, I don't think you can tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Liam's a fan, Steve.
Yes. Yeah. Liam's definitely on board with the Thursdays. I might fuck it up even more next week and do it on a Monday.
Gosh. Oh dear. That's a lovely Alveopora. Is that a Goni?
Yeah.
That's an Alve, isn't it?
That's an Alve, yeah.
Nice, isn't it?
And you got a big old toadstool here. And is that John Deere?
John Deere, yeah, that is John Deere. Yeah, that Alve's lovely. I've got to be honest. I had 3 Gonnies at one point, and in typical Gonnie fashion, I've now only got one.
Yeah, the other 2 are Gonnie.
Fucking Gonnies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, and that Alve and the other Gonnie, I had to get manganese last weekend as well. I really need to do DIY manganese, I think, for my wallet's sake.
Yeah. Is that a weeping willow or is that standard toadstool?
No, it's a standard toadstool. The polyps are really long though. They really are. I recently, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I had to chop it up, which is it's not fully recovered back yet, but it's pretty much bouncing back. It's the first time I ever cut it, and it just felt really awful taking a brand new Stanley blade and just hacking through it. But I mean, I
loved your solution for sticking them onto frag plugs.
Oh, the toothpick.
That toothpick idea was brilliant.
Yeah, I have to be honest. The gravel. I mean, I think I used coral sand. I think I had some coral sand left over from something or other. But I just think they bonded. They took hold of those frag plugs within probably 2 weeks max.
Yeah. Because when I've done that, I've just like taken a frag and thrown it in a basket with a load of like rocks, tiny bits of rock, and then it's grabbed onto one of them, and then I've glued that onto a frag plug. But I love your idea with the toothpick. That's brilliant.
They went straight back into display, straight back in the flow of the MP40s and everything, and they've stuck. They didn't even slide up. I did wonder if they'll start like sliding up the toothpick, and I'd have to put something on top to hold it down. I haven't had to at all.
So what did you do? Glue the toothpick to the frag plug?
Yeah, so I glued a little bit of rubble or sand to the top of the frag plug. But initially, I snapped the toothpick in half, and then left obviously the sharp point at the top, and just glued the toothpick to the frag plug. And then I set a bit more rock and stuff around the base of the toothpick just to give it a bit more sturdiness, but also give a bit more of a natural substrate, I guess, for the toadstool to take hold on.
Does it not? I tell you, it just doesn't piss the coral off. The coral just is like whatever.
Not
as much as the razor blade.
Well, yeah.
No, I haven't seen. They within the week their polyps are out. Within 2 weeks they've attached to the frag plug, and now they're ready to go to the LFS this weekend, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Fix the old elastic band.
Yeah.
I did the elastic band trick as well once, but I did it a bit too tight and just cut the toadstool into 2 more frags.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I saw this and I was like, that is really clever.
Things you learn, eh? Things you learn.
Yeah, I can't take full credit. I mean, I saw that somewhere else. But, it's like everything. You take inspiration and you take opinions and ideas from other people, and you can kind of whittle down the good ones and the bad ones. And that did look really good. And I can safely say it's worked a treat. So, I'll definitely do it again.
There was
you make it work for yourself, don't you? Just adapt things to suit yourself, and away you go.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We're looking for, Steve.
I'm sure there was another one showing the frags going on a frag rack as well.
Yeah, well, so it's probably one of the most recent reels.
So there they are, all on the frag rack.
That's it. Yeah.
Later.
They're happy.
Yeah, nice
Very
and neat as well. You can, yeah.
Yeah. It's doing all right. It's recovering.
I do love a toadstool, but they just get so big in the end.
Yeah. I think that, Steve, the one that's next to the skimmer, so the fourth one along, I think that's it. I just use the tank as the main picture.
Yes, this is the one I was thinking of. Yeah, where you just attack it with your Stanley blade.
Do you run carbon after you butcher?
100%. So I don't run carbon normally, but I put carbons in the tank before I cut it, and I only took that carbon out yesterday in the water change. So it's been in there for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, nice.
Credit to you, you're very organised. When I frag, it's just an absolute shit show. There's stuff everywhere.
Roberto is in the house. Roberto.
Yes.
Yeah, well organised. That is what you should be doing.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm like, oh fuck, where's the glue? Oh shit.
Yeah.
And then I hate fragging. That is one of my ball aches of the whole beat. I hate fragging. Unless it's SPS, I'm not interested. I hate it.
I've fragged SPS, not intentionally, but you put your hand in the tank and you knock something and you break a stick off, and you're like, oh, for God's sake. So I think when I went to AAC for the meet earlier in the year, I got a nice bit of forest fire digi. I put it in the tank, and within about 2 days, I put my hand in, knocked it off, and broke it into about 3 pieces.
Well, that's it. And if you don't do it, the tangs will do it for you.
Yeah.
True.
My one is coming to frag, and I'm like, right, I'm going to chop up this torch, and I got my Dremel, and I forget to think about which way it's pointing. And I start doing the Dremel, and I've just got a line of crap and water up my face and up my shirt. And
You're not 3D printed a guard yet, Steve?
no,
Do you want
I've been too busy 3D printing these things.
Do you not wear glasses?
And normally, yeah, I normally have a pair of glasses that I put on, but that again relies on me remembering.
Nice.
That's organisation.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I like them.
Do like a skirt plenty.
Yeah, so I hadn't seen a pink one. So when I saw it, I had to get it, but he's doing really well.
Good. Eats frozen?
Does, yeah. So I feed, I might as well talk about what I feed. So I feed frozen, a mixture. So I feed TMC Gamma stuff, which is mysis and krill, copepods. And then I do normally chuck a bit of RS mycin as well, just a bit bigger for the tangs. But yeah, he's definitely more fat than what he was there. So fingers crossed. I did have a mandarin before, but that was in the first tank I had, that flu ball. It had a pinch belly. So I took that back to Moss End and said, look, I don't want nothing for it. Can you put it in the coral tray and fan out? Because it just, I knew that it just wasn't getting enough food.
Well done, you. I would say, though, I look at them scooter players. I do think they are attractive compared to they are a lot easier than a mandarin. And they are attractive fish. They're really nice.
And they pair well as well, just like the mandarins. You get a male and female, they'll dance and they'll do their little mating at sunset.
I've got a feeling that's a male. I keep meaning to take the time to actually check. I think it's a male. I think with its back dorsal, it's got a big, wide
big sail.
I think that's a male. Yeah.
Yeah, the females they're really stubby.
Yeah, nice, very nice. Nice fish, beautiful fish.
Yeah, Lindsay Sanchez got a pink scooter plenty who eats frozen as well.
She wants a male.
Looking for a male.
Shame you can't do what you do with dogs and just meet up and too easy, wasn't it? Like a bargain. Nice, very nice fish. Oh, there's some colour.
Yeah, there's the forest fire.
Yes.
Well,
that's really chunky.
It is looking chunky.
Yeah, it's grown really well actually.
It's really chunky, and the polyps are really densely packed as well.
Yeah, it's a really nice piece from AAC.
And is that's an acropora at the back?
It is.
Green goblin on acropora, is it?
Possibly yellowy green. It's just I saw a piece before I got that one. I got that one from Aquatic Emporium, and it's so bright in the tank. I think I've fallen foul of a lot of green coral, but it looks so fluorescent in the tank. I think at the moment it's just the the look I enjoy. I'm trying to put different colours in between to try and break it up, but yeah.
That a Guitartus or a Ceratoporia in the front as well?
It is a Seriatopora. Yeah, that fell on. If you want to know what wins between that and a Scully, I can tell you the Scully win. That fell off and landed on my Scully, and I picked it up, and yeah, the Seriatopora didn't come off very well.
Well, they kill themselves, don't they? Mine grows so fast. I've just don't give it a haircut. It just shades itself. A bit like Spazillipore, and it just shades itself out.
It does. Yeah, you can see underneath it shades itself out. Yeah.
It's such a stunning colour though, with that turquoise that you get from it. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I know there's two different types. I can't tell you what one that is because I know you get a couple of different types, don't you? With Seriatopora, I'm not 100% sure what one that is.
Very nice. Really like it.
Got a few torches in here as well. Some candy canes.
Yeah.
They're the more rarer candy canes, aren't they?
Yes.
But
I'm trying to think what they call them.
Pinwheel?
Yeah.
Pinwheel. That's it.
Yeah.
Bit of a nemesis of mine. I always end up melting them.
Is it?
Oh, really?
Is that chalice?
Yeah. Again, don't ask me what one it is. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it was goldeneye, but it's got quite a few different colours in it, so I'm not too sure. Again, with coral, I don't really go for the name. I sort of go for what it looks like. So the torches above, I think the top one is an Indo gold. I got the green one is just a green torch with blue tips.
Is that a Hellfire or is that a?
So it's got a very green mouth. I don't know. I'm pretty sure because I got that from Moss End. I'm pretty sure I was told it was something like an Indo Joker or something. I'm not 100% sure, but the mouth is so green.
What's the stick to the right of it?
Monte Hisuta. That's getting stung by the Indo Gold at the top. So I've already moved it once.
God. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Very nice. And then there's a Raja bottom right. Is that Raja?
Yeah, that's a Raja. That's doing really well actually. So I didn't quite realise that just how little light that they actually need because it's kind of tucked underneath the shelf, and that's tripled in size since I got it. So that's doing really well.
Very nice. Nice selection.
Got a question here. Ever seen a green and psychedelic mandarin pair up?
Nope.
I've got a male and a female, but they're refusing to pair at the moment.
Playing out to get. I've never seen. I've never seen a green mandarin and a psychedelic mandarin pair. Though. Rob, you're the fish guy. Is it possible?
Yes.
Now you're in the room.
Let us know. Then we've got some. I think we've got some videos now.
Some hammers.
Yeah, kind of hammers. Hologram and a splatter.
Yeah.
You've got a nice flow in there as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the flow. As I said, the MP40s are only on about 30 to 35%, but it's just the right amount of movement. I'm sure that given time when things start growing out, that's going to have to change or power heads are going to have to be added. But
have a torch in the background as well, and then that looks like a dragon's soul.
Dragon soul, I think. Yeah, Favia.
Yeah, so that torch in the back. I had that in my old tank, but one of my MP10s rusted, and it was right in front of it, and it bared the brunt. I lost 2 heads, and that head nearly died. So it's still recovering. So I've sort of tucked it over the back, hoping that it can bounce back.
I think they call that Miami Vice. That torch. Oh, what's up the sandbed?
So there's a trackie. You've got like a multicolour green trackie.
Yeah.
And that is a war paint Scully, but it's lost its colours. So I'm trying to recover its colour. Again, that happened in my old tank. So I've started to notice the orange and the colours coming back into it. So I've been target feeding it a couple of times a week.
With what?
Yeah. Good question. What is it? Vitalis LPS pellet and Visis?
Yeah. Interesting.
I find the TDO pellets are pretty good.
Yeah.
But they will spike your phosphate if you use too much.
Yes, it's like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Right, so this is a few days ago
Yeah,
in your tank.
Getting quite full. There's stuff everywhere. Oh,
yeah,
egg hands.
yeah. Pink tip cataphilia.
Yeah, very nice.
Nice.
So
Big
he
Duncan.
lives well next to the A-cans.
Yeah.
At the minute, he does.
Oh, another Scully.
Yeah,
You're quite full, aren't you?
it's getting there. Yeah, again, impatient. Just want to fill it up. There is some space left, but obviously, you know, being so new, not knowing how things grow and the growth patterns and stuff. I don't want to go too over the top, but
Yeah.
I could start adding rock along the back. There's enough room, so if I needed to, I'll start adding rock on the back.
Are you still in the hunt? You're still in the hunt for coral, but just now the right coral, or
Exactly that. I think I've stopped just going in. I go to Reefkeeper basically every weekend, but I have slowed down on picking up corals and starting to more want specific things. So the Pikachu, I was after the Pikachu for a couple of months, and they finally had some, so I got it. Yeah.
very nice.
So Liam's asking, how do the chromis and damsels get along?
Fine. So there's only one damsel. There's one yellowtail damsel. I only got one, just because I thought if I get multiple, I'll probably only end up with one anyway. So, and then I've got 3 blue-green chromis, and there's 3 wreckfish. I just wanted a couple of, did the fish. You probably call that in freshwater side, but I think they're sort of space fillers, and they all get on. It's the tangs for me. I've got 3 tangs, and they're always sort of trying to change the hierarchy between them, but the yellow tang is the boss at the minute, I think.
Yeah.
And so you've got those fish. So what other fish have you got? Is there a fish?
So I've got yellow tang, which is the most recent one. Blonde naso. I've got an orange shoulder tang.
Foxface.
I've got foxface. I've got a blue stripe cleaner ass. Scooter blenny.
Grammar.
Say again?
I see a grammar. Did I see a grammar? False
raw
grammar?
grammar. Yeah, raw grammar. I got firefish, but that's always in the rock, so I might as well not have it.
The yellow tang, is that a tank bred?
Yes.
I
think you see it at the beginning.
That was
it's just here.
that was really pale when I first got it, and within 4 weeks it was just vivid yellow. My mate he did have a wild caught. He had for years, and I couldn't tell you a difference.
Wow. It looks really good. It looks really colourful.
Yeah, it's got huge. I'm surprised how quick that can. So obviously, an orange shoulder being acanthurus, I'd have assumed that would have grown quicker. But that yellow tang is gone from, I don't know, a bit bigger than a £2 coin or whatever it was to probably the biggest tang in there. It did get beaten up by my foxface. I think because they're both yellow. I don't know whether that makes any difference, but the foxface did take a particular dislike to it, but that seems to settle down now. And thankfully, the yellow tang healed.
Are there any fish you'd still like to get?
I'd love a copper band again, but I don't think I will now. I think it's too much of a risk. I think that with the tangs and the territory that they've probably got, I think it is too much of a risk.
Get some rice.
And yellow again.
Yeah. Moss End have got a Noco wrasse at the minute. And I love the idea of a Noco wrasse. But because I've got some aptasia starting to show through, it's not too bad. There's about 5 or 6 pieces, so it probably means there's about 105 pieces that I just can't see. I am tempted to get some berg ears, which is putting me off getting a wrasse at the moment.
Try peppermints or milli molly blennies.
Yeah, so a peppermint was almost. I'm popping there tomorrow, to be fair. So I was thinking about picking up a peppermint, but they are quite hit and miss, aren't they? From what
Yeah.
I've heard.
I think you need a
Um,
few, so they go hunting in a pack on a night time.
Yeah, so I've got a big blood shrimp in there, in the tank. He's lovely, really lovely shrimp. I don't know how they'll get on with the peppermints.
Yeah,
But
they'll be
because
fine.
peppermints are meant to be, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
mine always have been anyway.
I've got Molly Miller blending, and actually I had issues with a few like tasted pointing up roundabout, and that's actually done really, really well.
Yeah,
Yeah, Molly Miller's blend has been really well, and it's really peaceful. And it adds another little personality. They don't grow big; they're only small as well. I don't know,
John. What about Aussie copper band?
Don't know.
They are meant to be a bit more hardy, from what I've heard.
Yeah,
Nice looking fish as well.
Yeah, they are.
they get quite a bit bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I've got a Midas blenny that I missed off the fish list, and that's made a home in a floating frag rack. It's like a rock frag rack, and I put a coral in the hole that it goes in and out of, and it started attacking the coral, which I just didn't see coming, quite honestly. So it's hard to. I think I've lost that frag rack to the Midas blenny.
They're such cool fish, though.
They are, yeah. I think he's aggressive. I've got to be honest. I'm adamant he's gone for my finger at one point. But yeah, I'll tell you, that's one thing they don't tell you when you get a blue stripe cleaner wrasse. You don't get warned about them coming for your hair or your arms when you put your arms in the tank. And that was a surprise when I first put my arm in to do a bit of cleaning after I got it. So this thing pecking at my arm.
What do you think your biggest learning curve in the hobby's been? And that's my first question. What's your biggest learning curve? Compared to, obviously, you were quite deep into freshwater, but what do you reckon your biggest learning curve has been?
I have to, honestly, patience. The amount of times that, even starting in this hobby, the amount of times that I'd see a reading that I didn't want on Hannah, and I'd almost do like a knee-jerk reaction. I'd either do a big water change or I'd do this. And I think over time I've just learned to be a bit more patient and just, yeah. I should probably change my name to like Slightly Impatient Reefer now.
And I guess, what would be your advice? So someone said to you, I want to join the hobby. What would you say your advice is for someone that's been in it 18 months? What would you be telling them? Don't do it? Or?
No, not at all. Not at all. I would probably say do a little bit of research, but don't spend too much time. If you want to do it, I think just getting a tank and being hands-on is the best way to learn. That's probably the best advice I can give. As I said before, you see the skimmer in the sump, you see the roller mats in the sump.
You can add all that, though, can't you? You can add all that.
Yeah, of course you can. But when you first see that in the sump, it is daunting. It really is, especially if you're coming from fresh water. I mean, coming from fresh water is no benefit. There's no benefit at all to the saltwater hobby, apart from
the basics are still the same.
They are. I mean, getting in a routine of feeding fish and doing a water change is probably the only thing that you take across.
Yeah, nitrogen cycles and things. I'm sure these freshwater companies spend time putting people off joining the saltwater hobby, making up stories of how hard it is and how difficult it is.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Testing, getting in the habit of testing as well. If you're not going to do it on the freshwater, then don't bother getting saltwater, I suppose. Yeah, it's definitely that. I mean, it's just the cost. The cost escalates so much more in a saltwater tank. But I think for me, the saltwater side has given me more than just the tank. I mean, the community that the saltwater side has, it definitely would keep me in the hobby as well. Without, I still love the tank, but the community has definitely kept me. I mean, I work on my own all day, so having these live streams and going to the LFS and meeting people and chatting to people on the weekend, it's definitely it's an amazing hobby to be part of. You share the same LFS as Dave from the live stream.
I do. Black belt.
Yeah, black belt. That is him.
Black belt sticky sock.
Yes,
I do. He very kindly gave me a bit of his green stylo, which I haven't killed yet. It's doing very well.
Excellent.
Any plans moving forward? Like bigger?
Probably not in this house. No, I mean, when I move, the next house that I get will definitely be centered around a tank, and probably a bigger one.
I like it. I like it.
No, I think things like the tank came with a TMC 4000 return pump. I think I want to change that at some point. I don't know the age of it. Obviously, I cleaned it before I put it in the tank, but I think I'd like to change that. Potentially add a new light.
You'd have to add a heater because the return pump won't be self-heating your water.
Well, that's why I've only got one titanium heater at the minute, because basically I've already got redundancy built in.
Poor old TMC. Oh, every joke.
But yeah, apart from that, honestly, I don't really do anything. I know Steve sort of said, if you do anything different, then it's always good to bring up. I mean, I don't really do anything very different. I use Voss bottles for my dosing containers.
Okay.
That was yeah.
Do you think you'll keep a mixed reef, or do you think you'll go more SPS or more LPS?
I probably will stick to a mixed reef. Yeah. I love the movement of LPS, and I didn't think I would get into sticks, really. Certainly not this early on. But there is something about them at the top of the tank. I do think they just add a different look, different colours. Seeing the fish sort of swim through them, and I've had fish nestle in the Seriatopora, and like crabs, hermit crabs sort of go and nestle in the Anacropora and things like that.
Am I reading right? What are you dosing? Is that these elements?
Yeah. So at the minute, that is probably something that's going to be on the list of what's going to change. At the minute, I'm dosing pH Plus with the Part 2.
Okay.
I'm dosing manganese and Zelemans phosphate for lanthanum.
Jesus, so you're buying manganese to put in. God, you need to go DIY. If you're buying little bottles to put in that.
Yeah.
How much manganese do you dose a day?
6.5 mil, something like that.
That's a lot. How many litres is the tank?
300.
But you'll never catch up and get it to register on an ICP.
No. But I'm not saying. I mean,
must cost you a fortune. You must be. That must cost you a fortune. Is that what? Is that Zelemans? You fill Zelemans bottles like 20 quid, and you put them in that big tub.
No, you can buy the 500 ml bottles.
Yeah, so that was just shy of 60 quid.
Go DIY.
500 ml bottle. Yeah.
DIY. Christ.
Wow.
But the one thing I am noticing, the salt I use is Tropic Marine Pro. And the one thing I have noticed recently is my magnesium has been dropping. And I've had to buy magnesium separately and dose that as well. But I think that it's kind of pushing me to think I want to go DIY on the big three.
Yeah.
It's just different growing stages of the tank, though, isn't it? My magnesium will drop once a month and then be stable, but every now and again, I'm shoving a couple 100 ml of magnesium in.
Yeah, that's it. And it's also, there is comfort in buying something that has got a fish on the bottle, basically, or from a well-known provider in the hobby. There is comfort when you're fairly new to spend the money and get something that you can read the instructions on the back of it and just go, okay, my tank's this big, this is how much I need to dose. But I am getting to the stage now where I feel more comfortable with the tank. You see it every day. You know when something's not happy. You can kind of read the tank a lot better. So I think one of the next things I'd like to do is move over to DIY dosing.
Yeah.
Liam, I think we were talking about DIY and manganese at that point that you commented.
Yeah.
Not the big three elements, but yeah.
No, I mean, 100% DIY manganese is something that I really should do.
How much was your Steve? Come on,
I've bought 500 grams of the manganese powder, and you put 0.1 of a gram per 5 litres of RO to get it to the same concentration as the Tropic Marine elements.
So your
I think it's
bag.
something I need to do
Ouch.
with the manganese, definitely.
So your bag is going to last you probably your life.
Yeah, it's like a tiny little tub, and I don't think I'll ever need to buy any more.
Jesus.
And
See,
that stuff costs me 60 quid every 3 months.
Yeah.
See, the high
Or less.
usage stuff like manganese and barium and things like that, I could do with making myself, but I'm happy to pay for a 2-part otherwise.
Yeah, I've bought the powder for manganese and strontium, I think it is. And it's just 0.1 of a gram of each per 5 litres of RO.
It's
And
very
then-
rare that I have to top up strontium, though, in mine.
Yeah. Well,
How
it's
frequently do you do ICPs, Steve?
which Steve?
Sorry, Ipswich Steve.
I'm every 8 weeks, and I mix
Okay.
my trace elements up every 8 weeks.
And I do the same because I'm Steve's guilty follower, unfortunately. I think I will go DIY at some point. I'm a bit like everyone, probably a bit like you, Jamie. I'm a bit nervous about doing it. It's my tank. I can blame, like Ron said the other day, I can blame a company if it goes tits up. Right now, I don't want to blame myself, but it makes so much sense when you look at the costs.
It's understanding what you're doing as well. That's what scares me a little bit about mixing stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I looked at one of the is it Randy Holmes Farley recipes for manganese, and it was like you add X amount to so many litres of RO, then you dilute that again in so many litres of RO, then you dilute it again, and it just for me, I was just at the point I was just like, no, I'm just going to go buy a bottle.
Go on, carry on, Jamie.
No, it's all right.
What do you use, Steve? What stuff do you use? Where did you get it from? Can you?
Me, Steve.
Yes, you, Steve.
I bought it from APC Pure.
Okay.
And let me check my phone. It was sodium, strontium chloride hexahydrate, and manganese sulfate monohydrate.
I was going to put them into Google, but I was going to put them into.
How do you find it on your ICP, Steve?
I haven't done one in ages.
You haven't?
You get a free one at Love to Reef, though.
Yeah, but it's one of those ones that takes like 2 weeks to get your results, isn't it?
I was just trying to rep Love to Reef.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Say that again, Matt. How would I get a free ICP test?
If you book a ticket at Love to Reef, you will get a free ICP.
Do we get goodie bags at Love to Reef this year?
And a goodie bag, yes, you will.
Yeah, and how would you buy tickets for Love to Reef?
You have to go on lovetorief.co.uk or aac-online.co.uk. That might be right. That might be right.
And all profits go to Mind.
And if you can't make the event, some generous people have started to donate to Paul All Mind charity directly. So thank you for that as well.
Well done. Well done.
Great little charity and a great little show.
It's a charity I quite like and support as well.
You do?
All of the profits from any ECR merch also goes to Mind.
And
We're having a big raffle this year as well, with the proceeds going to Mind.
Believe so. Nothing's been fully released yet, but I believe so. That is something I need to ask. Paul,
hasn't Exodus done a social media post on what they've given for the raffle?
Oh, have I missed it?
I think so.
Yeah, I thought I saw something.
Where do we get the ECR merch, Steve?
You get that from ecrshop.myspreadshop.co.uk.
I thought it said my sweatshop.co.uk.
Exodus.
And we will see Mr. Ocean Seawave, the Professor. He will be there.
Yes.
Not in the car park.
Not in the car park. He will be there.
It must have been on Facebook that I saw the post, not on Instagram.
I
But they did post there was like an Apex Junior.
I must have missed it.
And some other stuff. I can't actually remember what the other stuff was now.
Was it a while ago?
No, I think it might have been today.
Been under a rock, clearly.
While I'm not sharing my screen, I'm going to see if I can find it.
So, what are you... obviously, you can't make it, Jamie. How are you going to make it up to yourself? What are you going to
coming up. I have already arranged that I'm going to make the Reef AF meet in the Deep in Hull.
Nice.
In middle of July. So,
Nice. Are you going to book yourself? Are you going to buy yourself a coral just so you didn't meet Love to Reef? And then...
to be honest, I think I need to buy myself a trident just to make up for it.
I like it. And if you want to go to the Reef AF meet, Steve,
do it.
Yes. And you can join the Discord.
Join the Discord. I can do that.
There you go.
The Reefy AF mate is in July.
It is.
And it is.
I sadly won.
11th.
It's a bad weekend for us, isn't it, Matt?
Yeah, I sadly
no consideration.
No, I sadly will not be there, unfortunately, guys.
So I will be staying in a hotel on the Friday night and visiting the Deep to buy all my coral and reefing supplies.
Just coming back with a shark.
Yeah, I thought we were going to an LFS. I thought it was just a natty name they'd given the fish shop, the Deep.
Yes.
But no, it's like an aquarium.
It's actually pretty good.
It'd be awesome. That will be awesome because a load of fish nerds walking around an aquarium. That's gonna be good. And hopefully, like, if you can talk them up and say we're a load of fish weirdos, let's come down behind the scenes. Fingers crossed. You never know.
Yeah, I wonder whether Ron's reached out to him or not.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Ron, if you're here, have you done it?
It was just on the screen, Steve. So I must have had it. That must have been on Instagram.
What's
he searched for?
I totally missed. I must have missed it. I know. I know Love to Reef haven't released anything on the raffles yet, but maybe the brands have.
Yeah. So this is the bit about the free ICP, but I saw a post about the prizes because I saw that it listed.
Oh, go back. So press exit. In it there. There. Below it.
Ah.
There we go.
That's it. Yes. This is what I saw.
There we go.
So ATI Absolute Ocean, ATI Mixed Reef, TDO, Reef Nutrition, NIOS Pure Salt Boxes, NIOS B, Ion B set, and a Neptune Systems Apex A3 Junior.
A3 Junior. Is that the one? The only thing it doesn't do is ORP?
That's the entry level one. There's 3 tiers, isn't there? There's the Junior,
what does
the normal, and the Pro.
What doesn't that do?
Definitely doesn't do ORP.
No, it does pH and temp, and it's got an optical leak detector, and it's got 2 leak detectors basically.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And the black box. What's the black box? I know nothing about Apex.
That's a leak detector.
That's a leak detector. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's a level sensor.
That's the one. Yeah.
That's a temperature sensor.
That's pH.
I want to say that's pH.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Makes sense. Nice. Well, that's just some of it because there is a lot more to come.
Yes.
And it's American style, so you can choose your bucket, put your money where you want to win. Obviously, you get your Ocean Nutrition goodie bag, so it will be, and there'll be loads of fish weirdos everywhere. There'll be people crammed in there, and then you've also got AAC to do as well. What more could you want? Frag swap.
Not to go to a wedding so that I can come.
Yes. Could pull a sickie, but I don't know how that might.
I know. My wife did say, "Why don't you just turn up to the evening?" I thought, I can't really do that.
No.
And then I did.
Is it a really good friend?
Yeah, I looked at the possibility of whizzing over to come for an hour or two, but the wedding's at midday, so I just can't do it.
Can't really do it. No. You can't.
So I mean, you could be there until like 11.
Yeah, I'd have to come suited and booted.
He'll walk down the aisle as the bride is.
Or when they turn around and say, "Does anyone here present have any issue?" I end up walking in then.
Yeah.
Good crap
So this
having a
was your-
conscience.
Your little tour of the sump.
Ooh. It's very clean. It's very. I like it. It's very clean.
I commented back, didn't I? Said that's very neat and organised.
Yeah.
We would call that glam or glamour.
Yes.
Very clean. What is that? An IL skimmer?
Yeah, it's a 120.
Like it?
I do. It did overflow on me the other day.
Okay.
But yeah,
Easy to dial in, or
it was. Yeah, it was initially. I contacted Exodus when it overflowed. I actually contacted Exodus and said, "Look, I haven't really done anything. I think I disturbed about 6 inches of sand, not depth-wise, but as in I moved a rock in the display." And they said that was enough to potentially release silicates into the column and disturb the skimmer. Again, being so new to it, I didn't think twice and just moved the rock. But so that basically dumped a 3/4 full cup back into my sump, which then affected all my levels, which was a bit of a pain. But other than that, I really like it. I'll
Is it
probably
quiet?
one bigger. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's really quiet. Yeah.
Question. Why is the UV mounted that way?
Yes, I had this question.
Why? So I looked it up, and you can, as long as the inlet and outlet are facing up,
Yeah.
you can mount it. Now, being a carpenter, that shelf is dead level. I did have issues, so I have had to raise up one end to put it on a slight angle. I was noticing some bubbles coming down the clear pipes,
Yeah.
which has now completely eradicated that. So
Long as you know why if it's mounted that way, because if you don't know, obviously you get airlocks, but if you know that that's an issue, then you know what to look for.
Yeah.
So from what I read before I did that, as long as the inlet and outlet are facing upwards, but my recommendation to anyone that's doing that, still put it on a slight angle.
Yes. Yeah. And I would say put your pump on the lower end and your outlet on the higher end.
This is exactly what I've done, Steve. Yeah.
So I did a little 3D printed mount that slides over the glass, and then those feet hook into it, so it holds it vertically, and it holds it in the sump, and it frees up some more space in your cabinet as well.
Yeah.
So my only issue with that was that it's going to be a pain in the arse to change the bulb, whereas doing it the way I've done it,
Yes,
you can literally unscrew it and pull the quartz sleeve and the bulb out if you need to, and
that's only once a year.
I know, and that's funny enough. I do need to do that.
I would tell you what the best thing to do is. My advice is, because I mount mine the other way up purely because I was worried about this whole subject. Take the pipes off, take the plug off, do it all on the carpet, and then do it on the carpet. Slide the bulb out. Slide the bulb in. That's exactly what I did, and it was so much easier. No dramas. Everything was fine. I think if you fuck around in a cabinet, I think there's more chance of risk.
What I found quite amusing, there was a certain reefing celebrity that was doing a little video with their UV in their hands on their desk and said, "You need to be really careful." And as he said it, it slipped out of his fingers, slid in and shattered the quartz tube because that happens.
That's Dave's mate.
Yeah, I definitely don't think you want to be doing that over the sump, do you?
No.
Can we answer Powder Blue Mank's question? Yes, you can. Anyone can. Everyone's welcome. It's part of the whole weekend. It's a funny part to meet everyone. It's a good time to meet everyone. Obviously, put some name to faces. There's no egos. Just come along. Obviously, introduce who you are, because you'll go, "I'm Steve" or "I'm Dave," and I'll say that to anyone in the chat. If you've got a funny name, please tell me who you are, what you are. And that's to everyone, because everyone will go,
Yeah.
I met that guy, he's a nice guy. Oh, it turns out that's that person online. I wouldn't have a clue. So,
And whatever you do, don't say to us in the following week's live stream, oh, I saw you at Love to Reef, but I didn't think I'd come up and say hi.
yeah, please do, please
Just come up and say hi.
Yeah, because we had that with Lindsay. Was in Ben's, wasn't we? And she was like, "Oh, I saw you all," and I was like, "What? Why did you say hello? You say hello. We're not celebrities. We're nothing. We're just normal, random."
I mean, we are a bit weird.
Of course.
So maybe that was why she didn't want to say hi.
You like your? Is that what reef mat's that?
500.
Yes. Do you like it?
Yeah, fantastic. I didn't want socks, so when I got it,
Rocks.
it had the baffle in there for filter socks, and I just didn't want that. So I removed the baffle and knew I was going to run the roller mat.
And then that's a DD doser, isn't it?
Yeah, P4 Pro.
Yeah. Nice.
D&D temperature controller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the other
and
box
then,
next to it?
That is the Tunzi ATO.
Okay.
Oh, the osmolator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Bloody
Yeah.
noisy, but
Is it?
reliable.
Is it?
I've heard they're quite loud, yeah.
Is it a bit like the Red Sea though? If you lift it off the floor, it's better or not?
No, I don't think so. I haven't heard the Red Sea, to be honest, but yeah, it's pretty noisy.
What does that say?
That was Liam is trying to get us a guided tour of the deep.
Okay. Well done. Yeah. We'll keep.
Thank
yeah,
you very
well
much, Liam.
Well done, Liam. If you can do that, well done. Be awesome for all of you guys. Yeah. Well, there'd be fucking loads of you. Imagine that. Who's for the tour? We all are. Yeah. Cool. Nice.
Yeah, it's interesting when TMC did their Reef Summit and we went to the Horny Man Museum. They split us into 3 groups because there's so many people to give us a tour. But yeah, that was really good as well.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool.
I worry a little bit about aquariums because when you visit public aquariums, if you keep fish yourself, you're always a bit. That was a bit meh. When I was on holiday, the missus said, "Oh, I think they've got an aquarium in Zakynthos." Yes, all right. I don't want to go and see it.
Yeah. See it every day.
I don't want to be disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Liam, I can't wait for someone to tell me that story because I can't wait for you to ask it. About the mermaid. That might kick you out. Can you ask that? I would recommend that one last.
Yes. Yeah. Is Jamie aware of the mermaid question?
No, but it's the wrong stream. But should we ask him?
Yeah.
Go on then, Steve. You can do it 'cause I'm not.
So, if you're stranded on a desert island and you pick your companion, it's a mermaid, do you pick fish top, human bottom, or human top and fish bottom, and why?
That's a good question. I'd probably have to say for human bottom, because you can always put a bag over the top half.
That's one way of thinking about it.
Yeah,
That's a lot better than what Reese said.
yeah, Reese's one is definitely right at the top of
Weird.
unusual, overthought answers.
To make us laugh. Yeah, definitely. That was funny. And please do, Lindsay. Please do.
Yes, definitely.
I've even made.
I might just walk around people and say, "Are you Lindsay?
Yeah.
Are you Lindsay?"
I might just go around. And go, who are you? What's your tag name? Who are you? What's your tag name? Because I like this crazy thing is UKM 120 Techers. I know they go to the shows that I go to. I've probably spoke to them, but the problem is I meet these people, I know their name, and then I'm like, I wouldn't know if
So
that was.
Terry Techers is normally pretty good because he'll say hi and he'll see that look on my face like, I know you. I've spoken to you loads of times before. And he'll go, it's Terry Techers.
That's what you need. You need a little prompt because
What we really want is everyone to turn up with a little badge with their
Yeah.
real
Little
name
Little
and
white
their
sticker.
online name. Yeah.
I've even made a T-shirt this time to make me stand out even more.
Excellent.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be good. Looking forward to it.
So there is a bit of a problem.
Uh-oh.
I've just had a little look, and they've still got tickets left. So I don't know what you guys are doing. You haven't already
They've got to
buy
sell out
tickets?
this weekend, surely.
Got to.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Like, book a ticket. It's for mind. Get them tickets booked.
Such a good day out as well.
Yeah. Invite your nans, your granddads, your mums, your dads, your sisters, your brothers. Get them booked. End of the day, if they don't want to come, go to a good charity.
Yes.
Yeah, get it booked. Well, thanks for coming on, Jamie.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah. It's just the start here, Johnny. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes.
Yeah, I think we've got a giant tank in your future.
Yes. I'm thinking 6 foot plus.
Yeah.
I'm thinking bigger if he's building a house around it.
I mean, it's pointless adding a foot onto this, right? So I'd have to go 6 foot.
Okay.
Or 7. You could stick with the DD route and do the 2100.
Yeah,
So
but it's like you said, Steve, though. I mean, I think you touched on it when you talked about your tank. It's just the added costs, even with just maintenance, and it just starts to creep up too high. So I think 6 foot would probably be the biggest I would go.
DIY elements, DIY manganese.
I could save myself enough money that maybe I could afford an extra. Yeah.
Who knows? Watch this space.
Mm.
Watch this space.
Who said don't forget to blow your horn?
One way of putting it.
I'm going to give it a try because it takes a bit of tuning to get it to work.
10 o'clock at night, and he's about to blow a horn. Oh, geez, that is quite loud.
How long did that take to print, Steve?
About 6 hours, I think.
Cool. Nice.
Oh no, Lindsay's saying she's got a different name on TikTok.
Oh, fucking hell, what chance do we stand? Hello, I'm Lindsay. Are you the Lindsay that we see in the stream?
Are you Lindsay YouTube or are you?
Oh, God.
Yeah, well, I don't know what a TikTok name is. But...
Wait, tell us it all.
6 hours well spent. Yeah, I agree. That really made me chuckle when I blew down that the first time, and it was that loud.
Nice.
I want to leave this room, and the missus is going to say, "What the fuck were you doing, blowing that damn thing at 10 o'clock at night?"
And the neighbours, and their neighbours.
They're all going to put their orders in, Steve.
Yeah,
Felix Stowe's lit up anyway.
It's got to be one.
Yeah, all the boats have stopped just in case they're going to hit something.
Very good. I like it. Love it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, Jamie, Steve, and Matt, for joining me tonight. I've had a great time. So, we'll do it again next week. I might just do it on a completely different day next week. I'm not entirely sure yet. But just keep you all on your toes.
Love to reef. See you all there.
Buy your tickets, love to reef. See you, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.